Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. Chat room, there is a blizzard warning out right now. The snow started about an hour ago while I went to Aldi to buy snacks. You startled me? Well, you got your volume too high or something. I tried to be very quiet because I always have someone tell me that I startled them. Got the Factorio Space Age soundtrack today. Blizzard on a Sunday sounds nice. Yeah, it's my spring break. That's why the stream is spring break edition. So tomorrow I don't have to work, meaning to drink during the stream. I have a beer. I have chosen a Sierra Nevada Hazy IPA. Iwohadus, thank you for the $2. A Blizzard run. My parents did. My mom, her work also has a spring break. So they went south. They went to fucking Houston. So I am stuck here in the blizzard. Beer review? Maybe. I'm not gonna turn a camera on for this. I'm just drinking a beer. I have all this like case of beers that was in my fridge that I got like 2-3 months ago, and I've had maybe like 3 of them so far. Cause I don't drink. I don't drink often. Rather, I shouldn't say that I don't drink at all because that's just not correct. But I don't like drink recreationally, especially I don't drink alone. I feel like for a stream, it's a reasonable time. Little hazy little thing IPA. Yeah, that's it. Only while driving. Thank you again for the $2. I saw videos like from the 80s or whatever that it was people complaining about the new laws saying you can't have a beer while you're driving in like Arkansas or something like that. Getting drunk doesn't appeal to me. Yeah. That's why I have to find a beer. If I'm going to drink something alcoholic, I got to drink something that tastes really good. So I'm very picky about my beer. Anyway, chat, I missed last week because I had a cold. I didn't think my voice would hold up for a whole stream. So I have 2 episodes to cover. We do have, if it loads, we do have love letters. We'll probably only do that short time because it's love letters. Like, who cares? I don't know. I'm projecting. I know some people might care about Jamie and Garnet and that, like, crack ship or whatever. Double feature, yeah. It's not as much as that triple feature I did like a long time ago. I live in Arkansas and I haven't heard of that. That's because that was from the 80s. It was some more southern state. For love letters, I don't blame there not being a live stream. Yeah. There's not a lot to talk about in this one. What is there to talk about? There's nothing like visually interesting except maybe the Ricardio face. Going to be very subtle music during this stream too. If it's too quiet, I'll crank it a little bit. I love this face. I don't like it. It doesn't. It's freaking me out. And it's this whoever this storyboard artist that loves doing these eyes, like not crying, but the big pupil, shiny My Little Pony eyes, basically. Jamie suddenly having George Takei's voice actor after making that face. That I was thinking about George Takei. When I saw that face, I wanted to hear him going, "Oh my." Where do you get the clips? I can't tell you that. Actually, I could say go on Internet Archive and look up Esteban Universidad. Not even joking. They had to change the name. So I've been playing a lot of Factorio, so that's why we got the Factorio soundtrack going. There's not a ton to like look at in this episode. What happened to talking about the best animation for the episode? I mentioned several times in different videos that I wasn't going to do that. And streams, that it's too difficult to find the best animation because a lot of episodes don't have a lot to look at. There's just nothing like stands out. I think there was a lot more of it when it was really early, and some of it I'm sure was animated domestically instead of overseas. It's hard to get with the way cartoon production is done these days, where it's all shipped off to Korea, is that those animators in Korea are trained to not like put extra flair in, and like to not have a style, if that makes any sense. Where do you think this is? This is Steven's Mind Palace, because he starts reading it and then it like it's in his mind palace. I don't think Jamie, a mailman, can afford like velvet drapes and stained glass windows. I just don't think that's realistic. Is that a map of Italy in the background? Maybe. It's hard to tell because there's a big fucking quill and a velvet drape in the way. Especially in a town as small as Beach City, yeah. If you're a mailman in Beach City and maybe delivering like 50 mail pieces a day, You're not working very many hours, are you? I wouldn't think you would be. I can't tell what this is in the background. It's a map of some sort. I can't tell. I think it's just straight up just the United States. I don't know. This looks like Mexico. This looks like the Gulf of California. Maybe. I don't know. It could be Italy as well. Do we know what town borders Beach City? I don't think anything. I think it's just it's bordered by no city. Looks like Italy and Sardinia to me. Oh, if you're talking about like, maybe, I don't know. Can I overlay a map of Italy? Let's see. Yeah, I can kind of see it. Imagine if this is what his house actually looks like. There's also a globe with the... It's just blobs. Like, they didn't do the... Well, I don't know. They might have gotten it. This might be the tumor on South America. Closest city from Beach City is Dover. I don't think there's any named town that is directly connected to Beach City. That's what I'm thinking. I know people who live in cities, that's like a foreign concept, that there can just be like a town and there's nothing else nearby. Because in bigger cities, there's always like if you're in like Chicago or whatever, there's like a million towns connected. I'm taking a sip of this IPA. I'm going to be drinking it really slowly because I'm a lightweight and I will get drunk off of one can of beer. Someone said, when did Garnet change her goggles? She did it right here. Can I play it? Will it let me play it for once? No. Which they reused the animation when from what do you call it? Fucking Giant Woman, where she goes swimming in lava and she goes, only I can swim in lava, and then she pulls this move, the clap, and then the goggles spawn. Beach County is a sparsely populated county, given that Beach City seems to be the capital. Well, it's not a capital if it's a county. It's called a county seat. And I don't think Beach City is the county seat because there's no courthouse, as far as I can tell. I find it funny how Garnet chooses to wear goggles over her existing shades. Yeah, it's a good visual gag. But she also comes out of the water earlier in the episode without goggles, so it's kind of it is very goofy. It's all visual gag. I don't like this. I don't know. I don't like this, like, Garnet thirsting over Garnet. It feels like it's a poorly disguised, like the storyboard artist poorly disguised fucking fetish or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I'm overanalyzing it, perhaps. I don't think we ever see those goggles again. I think you agree. I think you're right, rather. I agree. I said... I think I combined "you're right" and "I agree" into one thing. We didn't need to zoom in on her lips. Yeah, you're exactly right. I don't know. It feels lewd without being lewd. This kind of episode... I've seen this kind of episode before in shows. It's just a thing of its time, I think. I don't know. It's an accurate way to portray how someone like Jamie would lust over Garnet. I guess so. I guess I don't ever, like, see someone as... It is seeing her as a fucking... It feels like objectifying. I think that's exactly the point, though, is that saying that Jamie is not actually head over heels or whatever for Garnet. He's just looking at her as a fucking object, kind of. Do you think this is intentional? This is like the rose quartz gem window. Is that intentional or is that just coincidence? It's I don't know. Once you're done, you incorrect you're done with gemology in like 6,000 years, what will you do next? I've always said if I'm up to do another analyzing series, it's going to be Adventure Time. If not, I have 6,000 years to decide. They keep drawing that window with the same pentagon facet. It's definitely intentional. I mean, is it I get that they're intentionally making it look like that window, like that, keep that design, but is it supposed to look like the rose quartz gem is what I'm wondering. Are you going to be analyzing the movie in future too? Oh, I found a chat member I get to make fun of for not reading the FAQ in every description ever. Except it's broken. I can't make fun of you because a lot of the links are broken now. But if you read the FAQ page on my website or my old website, you would know that yes, I will be covering the movie and future. The blog is broken. It's blog.sourcemaster.net if you ever need to look at the old blog. It's still there. This music is really loud. Hold on. I did turn my volume up on my end, though. I should adjust that. Also, I gotta zoom in on this shot again. Look at how big they are compared to the rest of it. I don't know, it's very strange perspective. I guess you can't just have two little specks here because they would just be two little specks. Not only are they bigger than the warp head, but they're like, if Connie was standing up or Steven was standing up, they'd be like as tall as this house without moving them into the foreground. Ever notice how the gems have increasing numbers of sides in the middle? Yeah. I don't think it's symbolism or anything. I think it's just... That's just design. They're drawn as part of the background. I don't know if they are. Because I feel like I've seen this background used without them there. I think they're just... The lines are just really thin. Or they, like, scaled them down and the lines got muddled in that or something like that. I don't know. Because some of these objects have very dark lines. Well, they and the boxes and even these, like, I don't know. They have very thin lines. Then you have, like, the thick black lines. I don't know. It's very strange. It's a strange shot. What if Steven is just teaching Connie to shapeshift, and that's why they're so big? I don't know, man. Can Connie do that? Can Stevani do that? This music just sounds like Universe Sandbox. That's because it's space. It's the Factorio Space Age. This is one of the tracks that plays in space. It does sound like Universe Sandbox, you're right. They put a lot of effort into these Sea Pals drawings. These almost look like Adventure Time characters. I don't see why Stevani couldn't. They've got all Steven's other gem powers. I don't know if they do, though. I've only seen them use the bubble and the shield and the floating. Also, I was almost going to put this into the video, but this fishbowl reminds me of the Fairly Odd Parents fishbowl. I didn't have a good way to incorporate that. I just wanted to say this reminds me of this. It's because the castle is purple. That's the only thing that does it. Yeah, it does. That's the only reason. Also, $1.25 for Sea Pals? How much do sea monkeys? Hold on. Sea monkeys. How much does sea monkeys cost? Shopping. Sea monkeys without the tank cost $10 or $12. With the tank, it costs $15. So this is dirt cheap. This is fucking early 2000s prices for sea monkeys, or sea pals rather. This is off-brand sea monkeys. I wonder if something called Sea Pals, like, knockoff exists. I don't think so. I had something similar to these. Do you guys know Triops? Triops are these little shrimps that have 3 eyes. I'll show you a picture. They look like this. There it is. These guys. Show me the picture. Yeah, these guys. I had some of these as a kid, and you could get a kit. It was this kit, and you could get these and have these little shrimp guys. And it was advertised as like, oh, they're like dinosaurs, and they're not. They're just they haven't evolved too much, like physically. They haven't evolved much since the dinosaur times. Anyway, I had trilobites. I don't know what a trilobite. Hold on, trilobite. Isn't a trilobite like a not real in today's age. They're only fossils. Shrimp have been on Earth for hundreds of millions of years. Yeah. A lot of those, like, crustaceans, shrimps and crabs and stuff, they've been around forever. You get things like horseshoe crabs that are kind of similar to trilobites. I mean, they kind of look a little bit like them, but not really. What is there like visually interesting to look at in this episode? Otherwise, I'm literally going to spend like 10 minutes on this one and then move on. Brought up because of the ammonite discussion. I don't think ammonites were brought up yet, except fossils. Can we talk about the Kansas part? Oh yeah, he came from Kansas. Someone in the comments of the video, I think it was more recently, said that it's their headcanon was that Jamie just got his info wrong and didn't go to Hollywood, and that's why he couldn't make it. That's totally possible. I think that's hilarious to think about. That Jamie is just so uninformed that he went to Kansas instead of Hollywood. We're going to get to the next episode too. I'm going to be sick of talking about this episode for already and move on to the next one. And then we're just going to be doing Buzzfeed quizzes. Do you guys want me to do more Buzzfeed quizzes? Because I did the one Buzzfeed quiz in the... the fucking... I did that one, and I said, let's never do that again. And then I got a million different comments saying, please do that again. I don't know what... side quests. Yeah, I want to do some gemology side quests. I don't like that... okay, I said this in the video, and then someone was like, well, you just said... I don't know, she wouldn't be... You outed yourself as being stupid for using small words, and I think realistically Connie should have said, "Oh, you're an actor," instead of, "Are you an aspiring thespian?" Like a fucking know-it-all. I don't know. I don't like Connie being a fucking know-it-all. That's why I like what they do with her in this season, where they let her learn foreshadowing or learn sword fighting, not foreshadowing. I had 3 sips of this beer already, and I'm stumbling over my words. I thought it was funny how you spent an entire 2 minutes of that video on that quiz. I had to edit it down a lot because there was a lot of, like, humming and hawing and stuff, and thinking moments, like there is during the streams. I cut out all the silent parts and stuff. I never got why smart people in cartoons have to use these long words. Because the people who write them aren't that smart, and they don't know how smart people talk. I think that's my theory, at least. I read I read recently, I finished Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm gonna blow my nose so I can continue talking. Hold on. Okay, chat. As I was saying, I wrote a little short review of this on the forum. I read Project Hail Mary, the book that's becoming a movie like in a week. That author of that book, well, first of all, the main character of Project Hail Mary is like incredibly intelligent, like a microbiologist. And that author has got to be like really intelligent, or he just did like a lot of research to write that book. Because none of the science that was in that book, like, none of it was muddy or didn't make sense. Like, all of it was very clear and well explained. And there was no technobabble. Didn't the movie come out already? I don't think so. Did it? No. It comes out the 20th, right? Project Hail Mary. March 20, so it's not out yet. Later this week. Anyway, very good book. It kind of ties into the thing of like writing intelligent characters and actually being intelligent enough to write a character that's that intelligent. If you're writing a character that's intelligent, you don't have to be that intelligent. You just have to be well researched. It had a Lego set already, which sold out. Is it the Hail Mary itself, the ship? Or is it Rocky? Does it come with a sticker that says "Fist my bump"? That was in the book, by the way. If you saw that trailer and you heard the alien say "Fist my bump," that was in the book. That wasn't just added in for the funny movie. It has Rocky and I think and the ship. I love Rocky. I was gonna be so upset. Okay, spoilers, Rocky doesn't die. And I told the person who recommended, the teacher I worked with recommended me the book, and I told her, I was reading it, I was like partway through it, and I was like, if Rocky dies, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I didn't say that because it was at school. I didn't say fucking pissed. I just did say I was gonna be pissed. I don't think... Is she getting closer in this? Okay, she's getting larger. But not closer. I don't like... This is, I think, the least comfortable shot in this episode is the, like... the Jamie perspective looking up at this large woman, this 7-foot tall lady. I checked your FAQ just now and I should have known what you'd reference at the end. Oh yeah, the game. You all lost. Certain artists and folk would love the scene. There's a lot of lewd people. There's a lot of gooners on the internet. I do like this. This is the second time Garnet does this move where she fucking like flings all the water off. I like, okay, this is the exception. I like this shot just because it's fucking majestic. I don't know. I like this one's like funny to me, almost. It's the rim lighting that they do on her hair. Very majestic. I don't get the Sea Pals joke. This Sea Pals joke feels like a filler scene. I guess it's just a joke and it doesn't, like, serve the story at all. I feel like that's, isn't that a South Park, like, the writers on South Park kind of talk about that, is, like, if you're including a joke and it's not serving the story, then, like, don't do that. Like every Family Guy cutaway ever. That's kind of what this feels like. It's a joke that's not really serving the story. It's kind of a consequence of the story, because Steven got all his fucking all his mail and half of it was Sea Pals. It's just padding, yeah. It does feel like that. Speaking of Family Guy, do you think Family Guy could be like 11-minute episodes if it didn't do all the cutaways? Why is he crushing it? Why is he doing that? It probably could, yeah. That was, that's one of my favorite episodes of Family Guy, is when, Stewie and Brian get locked in the safe. And one of the things was it was a challenge. Someone challenged Seth MacFarlane to write a Family Guy episode where there were no cutaway gags. And it ended up being one of the best episodes, at least that I've seen. I don't know. Family Guy analysis. I would be like 80 years old by the time that finished, because Family Guy would still be going. If you want Family Guy analysis, go subscribe to fucking LS Mark. I think he still talks about Family Guy. I don't know. The way the envelope is folded there implies he got his whole hand around it. Crushing it, but his hand is just on top. Yeah, this pose is really weird. It's like I'm trying to do it with my hand in real life. You can't see it, but he's like clenching it between his thumb and his knuckles or something. It doesn't look natural. It looks strange. I don't get why anyone even bothers with Family Guy anymore if all they're going to do is complain about it. You know what? I could have said the same thing about Steven Universe when Steven Universe was at its peak. It's Family Guy is one of those shows that is suffering from the worst case of seasonal rot you've ever seen. I mean, second worst, right behind The Simpsons. The Simpsons and Family Guy, I think, are both good shows. I think they've long overstayed their welcome. I don't think The Simpsons is ever going to go away, though. Even if one of the voice actors dies, I see Disney as a kind of company that would not like think twice before stooping to making AI voices for the characters. He went all out. Okay, gotta say, Jamie went all out. He put a fucking wax seal on this thing. He got a heart stamp for the wax seal. At least the characters in Family Guy don't sound like they're literally dying. That's because Seth MacFarlane is only in his 50s or whatever. Didn't he start Family Guy when he was like 22? The creators say that if The Simpsons is gonna end, there won't be any celebration. I think the fucking viewers will be celebrating. Okay, he is, like, crushing it. That's... No grand finale. It'll just die with a whimper. That's gonna be kind of upsetting. I hope the second Simpsons movie comes out and then they don't renew it for another season. I can talk about the Smiling Friends thing too, where the creators decided, like, yeah, it's about time we just end it, you know? If it does die, it won't be anywhere in the next 3 years. Now I can see why Smiling Friends ended so abruptly. Yeah, that's exactly the thing they're trying to avoid, is the seasonal rot. I would rather Smiling Friends... I've said this before, right? On the last stream. I'd rather see Smiling Friends end. You know, die the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I think they didn't want to become the next Rick and Morty. They watched the same Emp Lemon video that I did, and then, decided that Smiling Friends was on the slippery slope to becoming the next Rick and Morty. As in the next, like, Reddit fandom. What editing software do you use? I use fucking Blender. Do not recommend it, but it does what I need it to do. I'm gonna keep using it. It's just gonna get better with time, so you can make shaders in Blender, which is cool though. I don't use that I just sequence clips in Blender, and it's fine. The thought of these long-running shows just ending is kind of daunting to me. It feels like one of the rules of the universe that those shows go on. What would a finale even look like? I think that's what the idea is. If The Simpsons ends, it's just gonna go out with a whimper rather than having like a grand finale. I want to start a series similar to yours. You gotta pick a show. Yeah, use Blender. I don't recommend it. If you need a free, I think, what is it called? DaVinci Resolve? DaVinci? It's free. There's a free version of it, rather. I only use Blender because it's open source, and it will always be open source, and, they won't be able to... They can't take it from me. Like Adobe nearly did with a lot of Animate users. Was there a Stewie spin-off that was just announced? What the hell? Oop. I'm looking this up. The Stewie spin-off announcement. What the hell? I'm not gonna read. I just saw the headline. Stewie gets 2-season Fox and Hulu order. What the hell? Why would anyone watch that? It sounds worse than the Cleveland show. I guess people actually care about Stewie. People did not care about Cleveland, so giving Cleveland his own show was kind of stupid. Someone has to make Gemology-ology overanalyzing Gemology. Stewieology when? Carl, that's a fucking job for you. You make Stewieology. I already have a YouTube show that I'm working on. Does this look like a normal handwriting hand to you. This looks freaky. Stewie is like the best character of the show. I can see that. Okay, I will. It's correct? That doesn't look correct. I don't know. The perspective is all fucked. The way her arm bends here. Yeah, I think that's it. If the arm was going like this way instead of directly up and down, she's gonna give herself fucking like carpal tunnel doing this. She has 5 fingers and no thumb. I think this is her thumb, but I think I get what you're saying. This does look like she has 5 fingers. Let me hold a pencil. Really, do I have a pencil? Yeah. I don't know. How do you hold your pencil? Do you curl your fingers all the way around like this, or do you hold it at a point? Arm at bad angle. Looks like she's about to do a push-up with that arm angle. Yeah, her thumb joint should be like down here, right? Not way up here. That's just another finger. It should be here, and then you shouldn't be able to see the thumb at all. Kind of pinch the pencil. Yeah, it's like you take your like 2 fingers straight, your thumb straight, and then you like pinch the fucking. I wish I could demonstrate how I hold mine. I have a pencil here to show. Yeah, show the chat through your text messages. That's what I'm trying to do just by saying it. I don't have a webcam plugged in, so I can't show. To Jamie the Mailman. Jamie doesn't get a last name. Jamie didn't even get a first name in his first appearance. Maybe that's why I don't like this storyboard artist, because they hold their pencil like this. They hold their drawing implement like Connie holds hers. His middle name is The, and his last name is Mailman. That could be true. You know how a lot of people in like English, Old English, they got their name from like their occupation. Like Smith is like the guy who would work metals, and Thatcher is the guy who would like do your roof, right? Or like Tanner or Fletcher or whatever. Why is there no like postman surname? Is there a postman surname? Like Poster? Where's his thumb? Yeah, it would be behind the letter. Like, there. Somewhere. Why did those names stick around? Because, people wouldn't, I don't know, they had to implement a law saying, like, you had to have a family name, and it's like, well, I don't have a family name, I'm just the Smith. So their name just became Smith. Marriage? That is also true. Who wanted to keep Smith as their last name? They probably didn't want to, but people kept calling them. It's like, oh yeah, it's like John Smith, you know? The Smith. John Smith. I don't know about you, but I love big window during rainstorm. Do you have a TikTok account, and are you uploading Gemology? No. I don't have a TikTok account. I probably never will. They are bootlegging my videos. And honestly, I don't care. I'm in a good position here on YouTube. If I chose my name, it would be Mordecai Tiglet or something. Because Lackadaisy. I haven't read Lackadaisy. I probably should. I heard good things. I have a friend who likes it. Why does Connie write in all uppercase? I feel like Connie would be better than that. It looks like my dad's handwriting. My dad does that. He writes every letter is uppercase. It's weird. Dear Jamie. Yeah, quotes. I feel like she'd write in cursive. Yeah. Maybe she did all uppercase on purpose because that's probably how Garnet would write. I don't know. Would Connie realistically know cursive? Like, do they teach cursive in schools? Because they don't in the one I work at. Because it's kind of useless. Like, you learn enough to sign your name and that's it. I think some people even print their name in most cases. I write all caps sometimes, but I never would for a letter. Yeah. She was worried Jamie couldn't read cursive. Yeah, Jamie doesn't seem like the brightest guy, the brightest character. The sharpest tool in the shed, if you would. I told her learn cursive in pre-K? What the hell? I sign in print or scribbles. That's the best you get. His brain is wired for the arts and acting. I actually didn't know cursive was such a polarizing topic in the US until I found out. Is it polarizing? I don't think it's polarizing. I think it's just, like, not a useful skill. Except for being, like, calligraphy. I don't like Garnet without her reflection. Cursive is bullshit. If you think cursive is bullshit, you should look at Cyrillic cursive. Let me see if I can find a picture of Cyrillic cursive. Like Russian and Ukrainian. Oh, what the hell? This tab froze immediately. Hello? Why did this tab freeze? Also, got a new mouse. If my clicking sounds like really loud, that's because I got a new mouse. This thing. Look at this shit. That's cursive in Russian. I can read, like, I can normally read cursive. English cursive, it's simple enough. But holy shit. I'm scared. That's scribbles, yeah. It's very cursed. I don't imagine being a doctor in Russia or Ukraine and like getting to write. I'm really glad around here all the doctors use fucking computers. Like they bring a laptop into the room and just type up prescriptions and shit. Otherwise you're gonna get a handwritten note from a doctor and just not know what to do. Yet somehow the pharmacists know how to read their fucking god-awful handwriting. Cursed Iv. Ooh. Doctors use Latin. Ah, my pediatrician had touchscreen laptops so they could still write using a laptop, using a stylus. I saw a laptop that I really want to get. One of the framework laptops that, like, the screen folds all the way to the back and you can get a stylus with it. And you can run fucking Linux on it. I want that. It's like $1,000 though. Coupons. Also Barb. Barb is here. I forgot Barb was in this episode because she only shows up for like 30 seconds. She is cool. I like Barb just for her existing. I don't know. Doctors always have really outdated computers. I think by now they'd all have to be using kind of modern computers because they discontinued Windows 10. And Windows 11 won't run on old shit boxes. So either they'd be using outdated computers running Linux, which is to say a computer that's perfectly cromulent, or modern tech Windows 11 computer. Didn't notice the knee brace. Yeah, she's got a bit of a knee brace because she does a lot of walking. And she's I don't know, she's a little heavy. At least she looks a little heavy. Got it. Not great for your joints. My phone's going off. Is Barb implicated in Jamie's mail fraud? Well, yeah, because he didn't get fired for throwing all that mail into the sea. She looks older, too. Yeah, she's probably got some joint stuff going on with her knee. I think if Barb and Jamie don't get their shit together and don't like, and they don't stop like destroying mail and shit, then there's gonna be a fucking investigation, and then the big donut conspiracy is gonna get uncovered. It's gonna be a whole thing, you know. Do you think she knows about the big donut drug ring? No, I don't think she does. I think she's just incompetent when it comes to mail. Also, very weird that the mailbox is not here. How windy does it have to be to just open your hand and have all the letters float away? I grew up when cursive was taught, and it always bothered me that the capital Q was designed to look very much like the digit 2. That did bother me when I learned it. I don't remember, again, I remember how to sign my name, of course, but other than that, I don't really remember much cursive. There's the bite taken out of the hill. New background looks kind of, it's just more colorful, I think. Except for the smile sign. The smile sign's black for some reason. They float away in different directions, too. Yeah, that's weird. It's like he had a fan, like, outside of this shot. He had, like, a big-ass fan or a leaf blower or something. He's just blowing them everywhere. I think this is this the last, let me see. This was, who was the storyboard artist? Lamar Abrams, Helen Jo. I think Helen Jo is off after this episode. Let me look on the Wikipedia. Love letters, Helen Jo. Actually, Rising Tides, Crashing Skies is their last. Her last. Lamar Abrams stays on. But, Helen Jo is gone after Rising Tides, Crashing Skies. I like that episode. I don't know about you guys. I like Rising Tides, Crashing Skies. I like a good Ronaldo episode. Which is to say, there are two of those. Which is, the Lighthouse episode. What is that one called? Horror Club? I'm starting to lose it. Horror Club and Rising Tides, Crashing Skies are like my... He got two good episodes. He got one really bad episode. At least a lot of people say it's really bad. I don't know. We'll get to that one and I will see how bad it is. Ooh, I right-clicked accidentally. I've seen Kitty Monk's vid about Ronaldo, and yeah, Rising Tides is the best Ronaldo episode. I guess Horror Club is a Ronaldo and Lars episode. I really do like Horror Club, though. Am I in the wrong for not hating Ronaldo? No, I think you're just sane. I think the Ronaldo haters out there are a little bit unjustified. I saw part of that. What was that? Kitty Monk? I saw like the beginning of that video and it's like, this person's unhinged. It feels, I don't know. I don't want to throw shade, but it doesn't feel like a genuine critique of a character. I say that as a guy who kind of went on a horrible rant about Steven Universe Future during the hot takes video, but that was a hot takes video. Like I needed to give a hot take and I needed to have an impact, you know. The worst thing he did was try to kill Lars. That is true. Ronaldo isn't the worst character. I still think Onion... I don't know. Onion's worse. I don't have a reason to not like Sadie, but I just don't like Sadie. She's just not that interesting. Okay, chat. I'm sick of looking at love letters. Do you guys want to switch over to Reformed? Let's go next episode. Okay. Let me hit BRB real quick. I'm gonna get the other episode ready. Give me one moment. Reformed. I need to do a little bit of setup here. All I have to do is make a new window, basically. I found a good frame. You're gonna like this one. Big chin. Why'd you type out barrel wrong, then type out I can't spell instead of correcting the word barrel? Oh. Chadmathist. Okay, you know what I like about Garnet's new gauntlets is that they're not just like cylinders with fingers. They're kind of rounded instead of just being a flat end to a cylinder. I thought that was always weird on her original design. Why does she look cool here? It's just the lighting. I really like the brass knuckles that Garnet hardly ever uses. Yeah, Bismuth gives them fucking extra things for their weapons, and then they never use them. It is very weird. Very, very strange. Also, this episode's very strange. Cry streak. Add one to the cry streak. No, I'm joking. The cry streak is gonna keep going for quite a while, though. I don't know when the next episode that they don't cry is. I don't know. I think I'm looking through the episode list, and I genuinely think that, like, I can't pinpoint when the cry streak is gonna end. Maybe in Chilletid? Chilletid! I don't know. So this is reformed, right? This is part of the cry streak. Sworn to the Sword has crying. Rising Tides, Crashing Skies has Ronaldo crying. Keeping It Together has crying at a really iconic scene. We Need to Talk has crying. Chilletid, I don't know. Not sure. What would Rose's shield upgrade be? Probably like a spike, right? Because he can have a shield and have like a spike in the middle. Have I shown the stream art thread? No, I haven't yet. there is the stream art thread on the forum. The link to the forum is in the description if you would like to submit a piece of fan art. King Alex, I'm gonna probably save yours for when there's more to show. I don't want to do like a whole segment with just one piece of art. Lapis, but I don't know if we could call it crying. I think there's got to be at least like a character crying for real, maybe. Also, between the forum and the Buzzfeed quiz, I've been kind of going back in time with the internet. Like I'm on my Web 1.0 fix right now. Like I booted up my old RSS reader. Finally, I can put my source fish somewhere. I think my idea for the art segment is I'd throw like a bunch of them from the since the previous stream from that thread into a PowerPoint and just like do a PowerPoint on the stream. This door opens. I don't know why Garnet is like right at the entrance to Amethyst's room, but it looks like they just caught her like shitting or something. I don't know. This is the reaction you give when someone opens the bathroom someone opens the bathroom door and you're shitting on the toilet. Shitting because you forgot to lock the door. I started conceptualizing a Web 1.0 based website. I need if you make a button, you know, one of those 88 by 31 animated GIF buttons. I'll put one on the freaking forum. I'm gonna make a button for the forum too, so people can put me as their neighbor. Crystal shrimp probably taste like rocks. They probably taste salty. If Pearl actually fought someone with a trident, with a weapon, the trident would make it more useful. I don't think tridents are weapons. They're fishing implements. Like, a trident doesn't seem like it would have much advantage to a spear. I'll probably end up saying that in the bismuth episode. Also, I'm realizing this now. Bismuth is the only episode to just straight up be named after, like, verbatim after a character. Maybe Mr. Greg. But that's like a play on just Greg. But Bismuth, imagine if there's an episode that's just called, like, Steven or Peridot. Let's look at this is going to be a fun episode to look at background shit. I bet this thing has some money in it. There's a lot more gold coins. There's fries. Somehow they're not like horribly moldy. They may be plastic. Someone said this is a froggy chair? I don't think it's a chair. Rocknaldo isn't even called his gem name. That's true. Steven would be rich if he went through some of this stuff. Steven would be rich if he just opened a business healing people. Just selling magical mystery tonics, which is just his spit. Magical mystery cures. Why are there arrows in this golf set? This set of clubs? Like big arrows. These are like ballista arrows. Are these opal arrows? Is it a whole ass bathtub? Yeah. I've seen bathtubs in weirder places. Well, we know where Steven can go if there's a nuke about to go off. Pull the shelves out of this thing and climb in. Bathtub as a sled. Weirder things have happened, as I said. Is that a fan? What is this? What is this object? I think it's a fan, or like a heat lamp. The taxidermy owl. A old, nasty, rotted jack-o'-lantern. Ancient statue. Yeah, this looks like something out of ancient Greece. Amethyst could plausibly have unexploded nuclear ordnance in this room. That is... I said she probably has at least a tank. Like a Panzer somewhere. She probably loots battlefields, I'm saying. If she can get a bubble around a whole tank and then just send it back to the temple... I guarantee that's how most of this got here. Like, she doesn't have to transport shit. She just puts a bubble around it. Big bubble. And sends it back. It's a heater? Oh, yeah, it's one of those big heat things. I can't remember where they would use these. Amethyst has a demon core in her room. New headcanon. I can see it. Let's keep looking. I don't think this is a froggy chair. Let me look up froggy chair. This isn't quite... I don't think it's a chair. There's no evidence that it's... It might be, but it doesn't look like a chair. Okay. Moving on. No, it's not a chair. Look at it. It's a big plushie or something. The giant locking wall socket. What else? What else? I know this is just the same shot with stuff moved. This, like, cheese ball container as big as the fridge. I want one of those. And a straight up dead guy. I said straight up dead guy in the video. That is not a European wall socket. Sorry to say. That's a locking socket that's used in the United States for 220 volt shit. I think there's a lot of these. There's a million different fucking configurations of socket. Ooh. Here. And I think these are used for like ovens and stoves and whatever. Wait, what is it? What style is this? It's mirrored. Whatever it is, it's mirrored. I don't think it's a tire. It looks like one of these. Maybe it's just because I've skimmed those graphs so many times that it's like burned into my brain that like shape. Maybe it's a tire. Maybe you're right, and I'm overanalyzing. I think he is kind of phased by it because he's like, I don't know. I think if I saw a skull in real life, I probably wouldn't like immediately internalize that I wouldn't immediately grok that it's a dead person. Like that was a guy before. It's a tire? Yeah, I'll concede that it's a tire. It's just my fucking pattern recognition brain. Oh, new background. My pattern recognition brain is telling me that it's a fucking, what do you call it? It's a socket. Look at this. Sega, what is it? Sega Dreamcast, right? Big sword. Yeah, this looks like an Adventure Time sword. Wasn't this the demon sword from Adventure Time? It is a Dreamcast. I don't know. I've never had a Dreamcast. I'll have excuses. Whoa, that's a whole ass T-Rex skull. Okay, that's something I did not. And a sarcophagus, like an old Egyptian sarcophagus. I hope both of these are reals because that's fucking insane. Big ass dinosaur skull. And a plane fuselage? No, that's a ride. That's not an actual plane. It's a kiddie ride. Amethyst definitely stole both of those from museums. Yeah. Steven had all the 6th gen game consoles. Did he have a PS2? A guitar with no strings, not unsurprisingly. This looks like a tree that was growing in the temple. I think the background artist here just had fun just drawing whatever. It has donuts. Are those donuts? Though this had to have been recently acquired. Along with these flowers too. If the flowers are not plastic. What is this pig? A pig barrel? It's a pig, but it's a barrel. Is Amethyst keeping the broken TVs? I mean, yeah, where else would you... What else would you do with the broken TVs? I don't know what this is... What part of Factorio is this music from? Oh, it's Gleba, the pentapod. This looks like the more recent pile. I don't know, it looks like there's some more recent additions to this pile. I think this is a hedge shaped like a deer. It's one giant-ass keyboard. Yeah, that's more than 88 keys. That's an Opal keyboard. If you're Opal, you're going to be playing that big-ass keyboard. Unibrow-ass amethyst here. What does she remind me of? She looks like a... is it Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street? Kind of. Yeah. I mean, you look at the similarities. Okay, I just did the switch and it's like very, very much the eyes, the unibrow and the eyes. That's crazy. Amethyst is also a trash goblin. That's so true. Is Oscar the Grouch a goblin? Goblin on D's nuts? What? Who said that? Okay, so Garnet throws this thing. I don't know what this is. Someone said that if you put a... You set a goal or you make a wish and you put a dot, you paint in a dot in one eye, and then when the goal or the wish comes true, then you paint the dot in the other eye. I don't understand the significance of that other than it's some spiritual something. Also, this is a reused background asset. These fries, this gyroid are reused. Classified documents. Ooh. Is this... Wait. Okay. Okay, this is a Snorlax, first of all. Like, full... I kind of want one of these big-ass Snorlax, like, pillow plushie. This is the documents for the fucking Big Donut conspiracy ring investigation that Amethyst was tasked with retrieving and like destroying, except she didn't destroy them. I think Amethyst is in, or she's contracted out when that conspiracy ring needs help, probably. Mayor Dewey was on the island. The Big Donut being a front is not something I expected to make sense, but here we are. I feel like I'm going to have to do a whole recap. At the end of Gemology, I'm going to have to do like a whole recap on the Big Donut conspiracy. Look at this old-ass TV. Like 80s TV. Or even earlier. Did the music stop? Or is it just a really long piece of... a very long bit of silence at the end of that one? Vintage TV. Rocket the Punch. Oh, you can see her gems even in this shot. And a duck. And another dinosaur skull. She really did just raid a whole museum. What are these, eggs? Ping pong balls? There's another reused background asset. I think all of these assets are like copy pasted because here's the demon sword again. Here's the the fucking mask guy from Crash Bandicoot. What are these masks called? Excuse me. A tiki mask. Aku. That's why I don't know, I just recognize, I know it's a real life thing, but I know there's also the character from Crash Bandicoot, which I've never played. I've only ever seen that. Is that a fucking, hold on, that's a cool ass weapon. That's an anvil like tied to a big ass pole. That's a cool weapon. It looks like a battle axe handle with a fucking anvil attached to it. Bismuth ass weapon. Bismuth would have had more tact than this, but yeah. I need to do a drawing of a former crystal gem with that. Hell yes. The hammer that forges death. It's gotta be a fusion weapon, right? Because it's bigger than Garnet, and Garnet's the smallest fusion that I know of. Other than, like, Rhodonite, who's the same size. Ooh, I'm gonna knock my beer over. That's right, I'm drinking beer. I'm only about halfway through it. Oh, different perspective on the same shit? The largest water cooler you've ever seen? I know it's a scale thing, because Garnet's like, this is a bathtub and Garnet's like micro compared to it. Or even this guitar. Garnet's smaller than the guitar. Beer? Don't you mean soda in all caps? Listen, we're not on Cartoon Network. We're on YouTube. I can be drinking a beer. She's got a phone box? Yeah. Fucking London-ass phone box. And what looks to be a terminal from 3 Mile Island, perhaps? No, I don't know. This propeller or wind turbine or whatever this is doesn't seem to be held up by anything. It just looks like it's floating there. Unless this rock, I'm supposed to believe that this rock is what's holding it. Whoa, excuse me, I got burps from the beer. I really want a cartoon where after somebody's done with soda, they pull out another and it says, fine, it's beer. Ooh, new background? Popcorn machine? Let me get a shot without Amethyst in there, blocking the whole thing. Water cooler, Wheel of Fortune? Is this the wheel from Wheel of Fortune? It's big enough to be. I want to spin. I want to visit wherever they film Wheel of Fortune and just spin the wheel just once. She participated and stole it. She didn't win. She did win the wheel. She won the wheel. I wonder how many wheels they've gone through over the lifetime of that show. I'm sure a few. At least 10 probably, right? Maybe less. That wheel, I've always watched Wheel of Fortune, and that wheel must be heavy, right? They don't get it spinning very fast. It must have, must be really, weighed down. I think if they got it spinning too fast, then the show would probably go way too long, because they'd just be watching the wheel spin the whole time. I don't know. It could just be the first wheel they ever made, and it could be like the Wheel of Theseus, where it's like parts of it that had to be replaced, like the bearing and the weights that they put on there, and the little stickers or whatever. I want to Google that now. How many wheels? How many Wheel of Fortune wheels? I don't know. That's like an AI question, because that's a really hard question to Google. Let's look at Garnet's stumps. Wasn't it a ship? It was a ship. I'm talking about a wheel, though. I just want to go spin the Wheel of Fortune one day. I'm sure there's one guy out there who would be so happy to talk to you about the Wheel of Fortune wheel history situation. That's my next hour-long video essay, is the Wheel of Fortune situation is crazy, and it's all history about how many wheels they had to go through. New background, there's a cannon. There's a lot of backgrounds. This stream's going to be like 4 hours long because I'm just looking at background shit. There's this mysterious case that probably has a typewriter in it or something. Bed. A wood-burning stove. I want a wood-burning stove. My house is not equipped for a wood-burning stove, but I do want one. Amethyst room must have been terrible to animate. No, I think that would have been a lot of fun drawing all these. You just have to come up with, oh, what else would she have stolen? A fucking monster truck way back here in the background. When are we going to get the Amethyst monster truck episode? Steven looks so peaceful here. Yeah, he's kind of just existing. It's a grandfather clock. Yeah, there's another grandfather clock earlier I didn't see. This shark, perhaps a taxidermy shark. Perhaps a blahage if you're an IKEA, transgender IKEA goer. Will you ever do gemology type video for any of the games? Probably, eventually. I haven't played any of the games, so I don't know. I am one of those. Learned recently it's pronounced Blahai. No, it's Blahaj. It'll always be Blahaj in my eyes. Because I don't speak Swedish. I'm sorry. Swedish is a fake language. Here's a canister. Monsters Inc. canister. Maybe. I've actually seen this magazine. Was in oh, what was this? It was in Coach Steven. Yeah, it's these shades and this magazine were both in Coach Steven. Amethyst just stole them. I don't remember this. I feel like I've seen this penguin, and it's not a Linux penguin. What else? What else? Hammer, baseball, book, paper, radio, crab, flashlight, lots of papers, slinker, the waffle iron from Greg's van that he was gonna bash in Steven's face, the No Homeboys, My Story Train. Is that supposed to say Mystery Train, but it says My Story Train? It's a Mac OS penguin. Mac OS doesn't have a penguin. Another dinosaur skull? I think that's the same one from a different angle. Unless it is a second Triceratops skull. That would be cool. I'm still gonna call it a blahage. I mean, this has a lot of baseballs. The fucking Holy Grail? I don't know if that's the Holy Grail, but it is a gold chalice. Is this the dinosaur? Is this like the cars? Hold on. What is it? Dinoco. No, it's not the same. I didn't know what the cars... I don't know what dinosaur logo... Not what I'm thinking about. A lot of dinosaur motifs in this room. Not really motifs, it's just... I've just seen more dinosaur-related things. I mean, I guess just dinosaurs. There were just straight-up dinosaurs in here. Dead ones. Fossilized dead ones. Another chalice from a different angle. Nothing else too coherent except maybe a mailbox. Oh. Randy Kaping... How do you say your name? Kapinski? Thank you for the $2. Thank you for the super chat. I'll call you Randy. It's a Sinclair dinosaur logo. Sinclair doesn't use that anymore, right? Oh, they do use it. Yeah, this is... Hold on. Show me the image without... What the hell? Okay. Just show me the image. Hold on. Google Images can... There we go. Yeah, you're right. It's the old Sinclair dinosaur. They still use a dinosaur. At least we know where our gas comes from. I didn't even know Sinclair still existed. Apparently they do, and apparently there's only one of them, like, anywhere near me. I've seen them. I've seen them driving, but I don't. There's none close. There's none in like my daily commute or whatever. It's all fucking Casey's and Quick Trip, Quick Star, around here. Yeah. There it is. The dinosaur Sinclair logo. But a little different. This one's a little fatter. This Factorio music is making me want to just go play more Factorio. Also, chat, it's spring break, and I feel like I just want to stream some games on Twitch this week. I don't know I don't know what I would stream, and I don't know when I would stream, but I remember in the past, during spring break, I just spent the whole time streaming. I feel very tempted to just do that again. Will it be the Steven Universe games finally? Maybe. I want to play Factorio so bad, but I will never want to pay the $35. $35 is pretty good for what Factorio is. Ever try Slime Rancher 2? I do have Slime Rancher 2. I think Slime Rancher 1 is the better game because it's finished. Maybe it's just because I played Slime Rancher 2 right when it was released. I was like, oh, neat, Slime Rancher 2. It's going to have, like, new shit, new content, and then it's the same game. New background, big ol' question mark block. Basketball hoop, a fucking table tennis table, ping pong table. A lucky waving cat. This looks like a mast of a ship because it's got a rope tied around. The popcorn machine from earlier. I don't know what else. Is this a car? Is this a fucking, like, Thunderbird on its side? Slime Rancher 2 is a full game now. I don't know how different it is from the first one, though. I don't remember... I remember being disappointed when I played it for the first time because it was the same game as the first game. That's the ship from the painting in Too Many Birthdays. Trust. I don't trust because that ship didn't have a sail. That was like a rowboat. Second of all, it's called So Many Birthdays, not Too Many Birthdays, so I can't trust you because you have your information wrong. I don't trust you. You got it. You spelled it wrong, so I don't trust you. Mario Block? Yeah, I said that already. Ooh, zoomed out shot. What is this? Money? Oh, it's a briefcase full of money. It's the briefcase from Pulp Fiction, except I don't know if the briefcase from Pulp Fiction had money in it. It could have had fucking anything in it. Also, are these load-bearing crystals? Is that what these are? Time to look at the actual, like, natural part of the background. The money looks like ketchup packets. It looks like money to me, except for the fact that it's pink, because only the weird countries have pink money. There's a katana handle, old vintage radio. What else? What else? What else? Ooh. Is that a plague doctor mask? No, that's a totem? Like a totem pole bird? Someone was talking about these gems that are embedded into the wall. I don't think these are like real. These are like manifested by the room. Or by the temple, rather. Let's see if there's more, I think later in the episode they got sick of drawing all her crap. She's got a lot more space to make these things, though. Another TV. Load-bearing drywall. Play her forming in reverse? I can't play it. Blender for whatever... Oh, it will let me play it. Aw, she's dead. We could play her next one forming in reverse, too. I don't know why Blender's letting me play this one, but wasn't letting me play it earlier. Oh man, there's hella wind. If my power cuts out, if the stream cuts out, it's probably because the power line got snapped by all the wind. Why is Amethyst Room not flat? Because flat Amethyst Room society is a bunch of frauds. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's playing backwards. It's fucking windy. Yeah. I had some crazy wind the other day, too, and I had a big branch down in my backyard. It almost hit my duck coop. That would have been bad. I like a little baby amethyst. It wouldn't let you reverse earlier because Jamie's episode doesn't deserve fun. I just didn't let me play it at all. That was weird. This one, that's weird. It won't let me play it forwards, but it'll let me play it backwards. That's very strange. I also had wind which took out power for a night. I had a power outage for the first time at my house since I got this house a year ago. And then I had to go to Walmart and buy candles because I didn't have any candles. I had like a flashlight. And then the power is only out. Like I left to go to Walmart. I was like, oh, I want to go get candles. And then by the time I got back, the power is back on. Reminds me of that Ruby ship when they hit the ship controls and they all got tiny. Yeah. Amethyst gets tiny, well, what was it in... What's the episode? I can never be ready. That's, what episode is, what is that titled? 3 gems and a baby. That's it. I knew the song. I think she gets wicked small in that one, right? Or am I thinking of a different episode? It's the 3 wise men. It's the Christmas episode. The other Christmas episode. That's not Winter Forecast. I guess Winter Forecast isn't really Christmas themed or anything. It's just winter. She turns into a baby in that episode. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of something else. I'm looking up, what episode is this from? Hold on, I have the exact picture. Exact picture, and I don't fucking remember what episode it's from. Chat, help me out here. Where she gets really tiny. Finding Ruby? It's not called... There's no episode called Finding Ruby, is there? Now we're only falling apart. Okay, that sounds right. I don't know. I couldn't remember what the episode was called. I just remembered that happening in that episode. Because it was like the best visual gag in that entire season. That is to say, season 5. Ooh. I almost lost my stream chat. I fully forget the context of why she's small. I don't know either. I gotta go watch that episode after the stream and find out. Okay, a lot of people told me in the comments and on Discord and stuff that the Slinker does get killed in, or rather it makes an appearance in a short on YouTube. The, like, wacky sack unboxing video. The hot dog satchel, or whatever. And that it inks like a squid, so it's a squid monster. And there's also concept art of it being a gem. Can you show the concept art? I don't know where I don't know what the concept art is. I haven't actually seen it myself. I don't have the book. I want to get a copy of the book, then write it off on my taxes. Okay, it's what's your problem? What is what's your problem? I don't remember. Let me see. It's season 5, right? Oh, it's fucking. Okay, it's not Ruby Rider. Okay, never mind then. Ruby Rider is the next episode. Rather, the question. Where the question being Ruby to Sapphire if she will marry her. That's the episode where Steven says Amethyst is the most mature crystal gem. Why do I not... I knew that line was somewhere in Season 5. And I don't know. Season 5 is kind of a blur, because it feels like it goes way too... It feels like it slogs, and then it goes way too fast. because of the wedding and being canceled because of the wedding. I hardly remember season 5, at least early season 5. Yeah, everything before Reunited, I just don't. It's all a blur. Slow, then a single pale rose runs to the finish line. Yeah, it's weird. Season 5 is the middle part of dealing with the Connie drama. Oh, that's why I don't remember it, because I fucking repressed most of that. Because that Connie, the melodrama between Steven and Connie is so... I don't know. It's melodrama. I don't like it. Sadie Killer and the Suspects I want to like, but it's not good. Yeah. It's a, what is it? It's a Spinal Tap parody, right? Connie is right to be mad, though? No, she's not, because she said in previous, in the previous season where Steven goes to space to save his dad at the zoo, she says, oh, you gotta do what you gotta do. You had to go save your dad or whatever. Like, if you go to space and I can't be with you, that's totally fine. And then she fucking does a 180, and then the next time he goes to space to save people. I hate how the show throws the blame all on Steven and doesn't let him have a word about it until he's literally desperate. If only we had a season 6. Yeah, that could have been the dream. I would have rather had a season 6 than Future. Though that's easy for me to say because I was not a fan of Future. I was very disappointed with it. Also, Connie literally stole Steven's line. Imagine having a girlfriend and you break up with your girlfriend, or your girlfriend's like pissed at you or whatever. And when she leaves, she takes your fucking dog. It's like, I need some time apart. I'm taking your dog. That's fucked up. It feels out of character for both of them. That is also true. I think that's what really makes it's I don't know, it's just melodrama, and neither of those characters I think work well with melodrama. Just wait, how does this work? The physics of this make no sense. Okay. Garnet just punches it in, like, the mouth where it's holding Amethyst. Wait. Garnet goes for the mouth. Is she trying to shatter her? She's like, I'm sick of this shit of her reforming and looking all ugly. I'm just gonna punch her. Good luck reforming now. What plant is this slinker based off of? I'm not sure. I just think it looks like kind of a some kind of flower, or like a Venus flytrap a little bit, but also a squid. Mostly a squid. I like this. Hold on, I want to show you. I want to do the transition over and over. Whoa! Look at this. Look at the colors on her gem as the scene shifts. The reflections shift too. It's cool. It's cool detail. I like it. They didn't have to do that, but they did, and it's cool. Sometimes it's great, but sometimes it feels like we can't talk about this or the plot will be resolved. That is true. I think that's... You've just described melodrama pretty well. If they didn't have the melodrama, then the plot... They wouldn't have a story. They wouldn't have a conflict for their story. I guess it's not melodrama in every case, because sometimes, in some stories, maybe not in Steven Universe, but it's just... Sometimes it can just be a misunderstanding between characters. Or just characters being stupid on purpose. It's always possible. We got a heated debate in the comment section or the chat about who was in the wrong. Hold on, I wish I could play this because the animation on this is fucking awesome. Just her ballooning the fucking mustard. What is Amethyst eating? It looks like a giant burrito, drumstick, burger, pizza, asparagus, apple, cantaloupe. Is that a cantaloupe or a honeydew? What does a honeydew melon look like? I don't know what kind of melon that is. Anyway. Chad, I'm also growing I got a butternut squash for the purpose of planting the seeds so I could grow them this summer. This year, rather. It would take all year. I cut open the squash and a lot of the seeds were already growing. So I planted like 12 of them. People want an episode of an update on the glow sticks. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Okay, so here's the plan. This week on Patreon, you'll get the. If you're a patron, you'll get the normal episode coming out, which is Rising Tides, Crashing Skies, and then I'm also gonna do a video on the extended intro. But also with the extended intro, I'm going to do a glow stick update. Infinite squash glitch, yeah. How does that happen? If a squash gets old and or if it's in like cold storage and then you take it out of cold storage and it warms up, all the seeds think, oh, winter's over, it's time for me to sprout, and then the seeds sprout. My watch has given me notification that the watch battery is low. Wait, how does that play out? Oh, she just straight up gets her mouth open wide enough to eat a whole melon in one bite. Chipmunk mythist. I love this frame. This is like really stupid and good. She's storing butter for the winter. It's not butter, it's mustard. Okay, chat, it's time. Thinking about Buzzfeed quizzes. Which diamond from Steven Universe are you? Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Choose a gem. Peridot, lapis lazuli, bismuth, or jasper. Of course I'm gonna pick Peridot. I love Peridot. Choose a weapon. Actually, I'll zoom back out to 100. The laser light cannon, Rose's scabbard, Pearl's swords, or the breaking point. Choose a weapon. I like the black diamond. He said no more. I'm saying more now. Stream is good time for more. I like the light cannon. I think the light cannon's really fucking cool. Are you yeller, pink, blue, or white? Choose a place to relax. Ooh. Ooh, I like this one. I like the aesthetic of this one. I don't like the moon. I can't breathe on the moon. I don't think I could relax in a kindergarten. I'm gonna get pink diamond, aren't I? All of these ones are pink diamond. Choose a fusion. Malachite, Sugilite, Sardonyx, or Alexandrite. Gotta say the H in white like you're a fancy British man. White. Like wheatins. Now just say wheat. Wheat. Or, sorry, damn it, I did it wrong. Joke's over. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do Alexandrite. What's your favorite diamond IRL? I don't really care for diamonds IRL, to be honest. If I pick pink diamond, it's just gonna give me pink diamond, right? How does this tell you which diamond you are? I don't know. It's fucking Buzzfeed witchcraft. I like the look of a blue diamond, though. I just like blue. In real life, I think these darker colored gems are really cool. Pick one, ruby or sapphire. Not thinking ruby. Favorite way to travel, warp pad or lion? I feel like lion if you're going through the lion portal, it's gonna be, you're gonna like get a bug in your face or something. You're moving too fast. I think warp pad's cool. Young Greg or current Greg? Chat, help me. I can't pick on this one. Young Greg or current Greg? Warp pad or plot convenience? Yeah, that's true. Young? Diabolical question. Hot Greg, ambiguous. I think young rockstar Greg is cool as hell. What do you do with the cluster? Bubble it or let it form? I think bubbling it is boring. I want to see a big ass cluster. Yellow diamond. I was not expecting yellow diamond. I think it literally... Get the fuck off my screen. That's the last one I expected. It's literally this question. Oh, it's going to give you either pink diamond or yellow diamond. That's the only question that matters, is the last one, I swear to God. I want to see a big-ass cluster, yellow diamond, allegedly. Oh. What if I just answer, like, the first... Okay, we're going to refresh it. Or I'm just going to scroll to the top. Get out of here. I'm just going to pick the first answer to every single one and see what happens. I don't know how these... I want to, like... It's just yellow diamond again. Wait, what questions determine if it's yellow diamond? What if I pick the second answer in each one? Blue diamond? I don't get it. I don't know. What if I... Oh, shit. Okay, what if I pick random? And then okay, I'm just gonna do I'm gonna pick Ruby, and then I'm gonna pick Warp Pad, and then I'm gonna pick Bubble It. See if that makes any difference. Wait, did I miss one? No. It's still yellow diamond. What is it? I don't get the science behind these. What if I do the exact same answers that I did? Does it just give me a random one? Peridot, laser light cannon, this place. Alexandrite, Blue Diamond, Ruby, Warp Head, Young Greg, let it form. Okay, it's deterministic. It's not random. You did the same choices twice. Yeah, I tried to do these 4 option ones. I did the first one, and then I did the opposite for the 2 question ones to see if the 2 question ones would make it different. I don't understand. I don't know. There's some BuzzFeed witchcraft that goes on here. I do not understand. It might always give you the same one based on your IP. Try to get pink. Okay, I'll refresh. We're going to do pink. I like... So, yeah, we'll do Jasper, maybe. Rose's Scabbard. This place. Sardonyx. Pink Diamond. Ruby. Lion. Young Greg. Bubble It. It's still yellow diamond. What the hell? Retake. Oh, there's a retake button. Okay, how about Bismuth? Rose's Scabbard. That's not a weapon. It's a scabbard is not a weapon. The moon base. Yeah, that makes more sense. I think Sardonyx. I don't know, I like Sardonyx. Pink Diamond, Ruby, Lion, Young Greg, Bubble It. Blue Diamond? Does it just not give you Pink Diamond ever? The beach? Why is it the beach that's on fire? Why is that the one? Okay, fine. We'll do Bismuth. Maybe. The scabbard. Or is it the fucking swords? I don't know. The light cannon, maybe? I'm gonna try. Okay, which of these do you think is pink diamond? Jasper light cannon. Okay, Jasper light cannon. No, I don't. Malachite Alexandrite? Maybe Alexandrite? Pink definitely had different relationship to all of these things over time, including the pink diamond. That's true. But we're not talking about rose quartz. We're talking about pink diamond here. I think this question is meaningless, honestly. Lion. Young Greg, because... Yeah. Bubble it. It's still blue diamond. What the hell? Help me. Help me, chat. I don't think there's any... I think it's only yellow or blue. Okay, I'm going to try to get white diamond, see if that's any easier. Shit. I don't even know this one. Choose a fusion. White diamond. Sapphire, maybe. Warp head. Again, for white diamond, I don't think... Sure. Sure. Yellow diamond? There's no... It's only yellow and blue, I swear to God. Pink and white are gone. Is there comments? Wait. Oh, there's comments galore. Nobody's showing that they got yellow or they got white or pink diamond, so... I got pink diamond? Wait. Okay. That's real. You can get pink diamond. It's cursed? Choose current, Greg? Okay, so we're going to do... I'm going to see if I can do white diamond again. So bismuth. Maybe. Or lapis. I'll do lapis. Then the breaking point. Then this place. Then malachite. Then white. Then sapphire? Warp head. Current, Greg. Let it form. It's still yellow diamond. They make it impossible to get pink, so you keep playing. Yeah, if I didn't have an ad blocker installed, they'd be getting so much ad revenue from me. Okay, random time. We had pearl swords. Fuck it. This place. Sugalite. Yellow. Ruby. Lion. Current Greg. Bubble it. What? This makes no sense. Chad, I think Buzzfeed quizzes are bogus. Is it like a lottery? Is it just literally just picking randomly? And... the first... Okay, when I recorded the video, I recorded this segment, trying to find out, like, which Steven Universe, which crystal gem are you? I saw this at the bottom here. It says, hook up your friends. And it's shared on Facebook, Blue Sky, whatever. I thought it said hook up with your friends. At first. Just at a first glance. What percent garnet, amethyst, and pearl are you? Okay, I want to do one, or maybe one or two more. Pick a gem. Amethyst, obviously. Pick a room inside the Crystal Temple. Yeah, I like Rose's room. It's cozy. Wait. No, the burning room is cool. Which percent of each character am I? Pick a fusion. Opal is my favorite. Pick a human. Dare I click Ronaldo? Look up to your friends. Which of these friends should you hook up with quiz? I'm gonna pick Greg because Greg is a cool guy. Pick a beach city location. I think aesthetically, the Big Donut. Choose diamond. No, white diamond. That's boring. I'm a Ronaldo apologist. I am as well. I think Ronaldo is fine. Fuck it. Yellow diamond. Because I kept getting yellow diamond on that last quiz. Choose a song stronger than you. For what can I do for you? Here comes a thought. Giant woman. Peace and love on the planet Earth. Steven and the Stevens. Let me drive my van into your heart. Don't cost nothing or strong in the real way. I really do like what can I do for you? Okay. What? 10% garnet, 88% amethyst. Wait, this is an image. They didn't like calculate this. This is an image. This is like pre-baked answer. Wait, hold on. Are all the percentages pre-baked? Okay, I'm going to pick the like random, just whatever. It's the same shit. Wait, no, it's also pre-baked, but the numbers are different. Who the fuck did this? Who the fuck took the time to generate all these images with different percentages? And why does Pearl get cut off? Find the source images, inspect. I think it just generates it. It generates a fucking PNG. With some JavaScript witchcraft. Okay. I don't know. This one makes less sense to me. This one doesn't. Okay, what else? I'm scrolling Buzzfeed now. We're on the Buzzfeed arc. Rip Pearl. There's 500,000 different images. Wait, if I pick the one, does it put Pearl on top? Okay, I pick Pearl. I pick Pearl's room. I pick rainbow quartz, sour cream, the lighthouse. I don't know, the lighthouse, sure. Yellow or pink diamond, and none of these are Pearl songs. Why did it scroll to the top? Peace and love on the planet Earth, sure. Oh, it doesn't put Pearl on the top, even though I got 89% Pearl. It's just generating it and Pearl's on the bottom. Strong in the real way? That's true. I'm stupid. Okay. What the Steven Universe crystal gems would look like in real life. Dude, this is pre-AI. This is 2016 that this was published. I just want to click on this to see what 2016. Oh, that's just actual gems. I thought it was like what like realistic looking character. Okay, that's not as interesting as I thought it would be. Yeah, I think that's all I got for this stream. Ran out of BuzzFeed quizzes, meaning yeah, it's I thought someone would have come up with some cool like art of like characters in like realistic style. I was expecting them to be like Bart Simpson real life monstrosities. Or cosplayers. I wanted to look these up. No one made hyper realistic fucking Steven Universe art. You kidding me? And I can't search that kind of stuff now because it's just gonna be like it's gonna be AI generated chat GPT ass characters. Okay. Chat room. I think it's about that time. I still need to satiate my Factorio addiction now that I've been listening to the music more. So, it's about that time. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. If you haven't joined the forum, join the forum. If you have some fan art to share that you want to see at the end of the stream, there's a thread in the forum if you want to do that. I will set up some kind of like PowerPoint thing. I don't know what else I want to do this week. I got so much time on my hands. I'm also thinking forward to the summer when I won't be working at the school and I'll just have so much time to do random shit. It's either play Factorio all day or make some more videos and whatnot. I don't know. But yeah. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. That's all I got. Goodbye, goodbye.